All right, this week on Camera Talk, we're going back to, where are we going this week? Somewhere in Asia. Well, it's not Japan. Surprise, surprise. Where are we going? We're going to China. Seven Artisans. That's right, Seven Artisans has got a number of decent lenses out there that are very economical and good bang for the buck. Decent quality as well. So do you think they're better than anything else? Who knows? Dylan knows.
Don't care.
So let's find out together. So grab yourself something to eat or drink, get comfortable, and let's get it on.
Here I am, Vietnam. Rain is always coming down.
This is Camera Talk with Dr. Scott and Dylan. And just like the intro said, this week we are off to China. Looking at one of my more economical lenses. This one's from a company called 7artisans. You may have heard of 7artisans, or you may have heard of TT Artisans. Not related whatsoever.
No. Mm-mm. No.
Seems just to be a popular name that the Chinese manufacturers use.
Ancient Chinese secret.
But how 7artisans came about was in 2015. A bunch of guys were out having dinner together. They just happened to be, photography people, enthusiasts, manufacturing gurus, things like this. And they said, you know what, we can produce our own lens. We should give it a shot.
Yes.
So they got together with a lot of people and pulled their money together. Produced, first thing was a 50 millimeter 1.1. They produced 100 of them. And, a lot of the original group decided, this probably isn't going to work out with much. So they dropped out, and leaving 7 behind. So the 7 that left over created 7artisans, and the rest is history. So one of their other first issues was this 55 millimeter 1.4, and it is it was produced 2017, but really came out in the market 2018, and it is a pretty decent little lens for $100 or $120, depends on where you can get it and so forth and so on. It's pretty popular, and one of the cool things about 7artisans is that they're pretty adept at creating different mounts. So this one comes in a Sony mount. Look over there, mister. Look at the camera. Sony mount, Fuji mount, Leica mount, the M mount, the try to keep them from distracting looking over here, and the EFM, which is for my Canon APS-C camera. So, and as an APS-C camera from Canon, you know that the crop factor is 1.6 as opposed to the others who are like Sony and Fuji and whatnot, which are 1.5, or, forgot Micro Four Thirds. They also create that too, which is a 2 times crop factor. So for my Canon M50, if it is a 1.6 crop factor, what's 55 millimeter times 1.6, mister? Quick snap math quiz.
I hate math.
I don't know. I know you don't know. You can only count to 10, if that. So, it's 88 millimeters. Really, I'm not making fun of you. Hey, you're just barely over 2 years old. What are you, 2 years and 4 months now? So, it's not your fault you can't do them. Anyway. So, so this turned out to be a pretty decent venture for 7artisans. Some of their lenses aren't the best out there.
No shit, Sherlock.
Not that this is the best, but out of their collection, the 55 and the 25 are kind of the ones that people are kind of after. And this is the first version. There was actually a Mark II they came out with, which was new and improved. So focusing ring, it's all manual focus, of course. Focusing ring is nice and smooth, decent. Its aperture ring is declicked for those video producers out there. What is that? Are you releasing air that's pent up inside of you? So, what else can I tell you? What are the specs on these things? Again, besides being all metal, the only plastic are the lens cap and the rear cap. But it's 6 elements in 5 groups. Its close focus is 35 centimeters, which is pretty good because, take this lens here. It's 70 centimeters, a rangefinder. And it's, all right, easy with this thing. You're gonna fall off my leg. But this is $6,000. This is $100. Go figure. Bang for the buck is where it's at, mister. So 35 centimeters is pretty good, pretty close. 14 blades, rounded blades at that too. So our bokeh balls are round. We like our balls round, don't we?
Yes!
Very nice. 272 grams, so it's not the lightest, it's not the heaviest, somewhere in between. So it's all metal, right? Metal and glass. So pretty decent. Now it's, if it's got a weak point, it would be in its chromatic aberration, wide open. It's got the purple in the back and the green in the front. Yeah.
Ew!
You can get rid of that stuff in post-production in your photo editing software. But, if you stop down a little bit, it all goes away, so ain't no big deal. But we like shooting wide open, don't we? Things like distortion, we're pretty much distortion free on this, which is not surprising being 55 millimeter. Has a little vignette issue going on, but I kind of like vignette, right? It's kind of, daddy puts that in there on purpose, so if it has one wide open, why not? Now, contrast is something it does, again, suffer from wide open, but if you stop down to 2.8 to f4, it gets contrasty, and its resolution is pretty decent, overall, colors are good. It's designed for portrait, like I said, if you do the math on this for an APS-C, it's an 88 millimeter, it's decent for portraits. Great bokeh, nice and smooth. So nothing really else to complain about with that. So with that said then, what does Daddy usually do? Takes a picture of the, now I've got my Sony a7R II recording this now because obviously I'm using my M50 for this demonstration purpose. And speaking of the M50, I just saw an article out today talking about the top 10 mirrorless cameras for 2022. And this little guy here, it's almost 5 years old, and yet it's number 10 on the list. 5 years later, still selling in the top 10. Top 1 and 2 are both this guy's big brother, the Mark II version. And so, if you're in the market for a great priced APS-C camera, especially for videos and whatnot, this one is a great option. So with that said, let me try to get a photo for you of the name plate on the end of the Canon 24mm f2 FD mount. It's a classic vintage lens, very popular for videos, and see how clearly I can get the get the printing on the nameplate here. So let us do that. Hold on, mister. Yeah, get your head out of the way. All right, about there. All right, so this is wide open. 1, 2, 3. All right. So that was at 1.4. And let's do 2.8 just again for wonderfulness. Oh, you want to rest your head on Daddy while he takes a picture? All right, looks sharp right about there. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that was the sample photos. And of course we want some sample photos of this guy. So here's Dylan at 1.4. All right, and what do you think, mister? Want to do another one? How about Dylan at 2.8? How about some random stuff? You want to do random stuff other than Dylan? I know you like pictures of Dylan. He likes to try to find pictures of himself on here. How about random stuff of cars and boats and butterflies and zebras? And not that any of that stuff will be in these random photos, but here's some random stuff at F. Whatever. Okay, so that was our lens. Can we recommend it? Yes. Yeah, he likes it. Yes. So good for bang for the buck. Now let's talk about our little plug for our photo editing software, Luminar, right? We have Luminar AI and Luminar Neo. You know, they're great for people like me who like a fast workflow. So you could call that lazy. Is that like thinking out loud? But, you know, I'm kind of a busy guy, so I like to get stuff done quickly. And Luminar is great for that. Click, 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 click. I could be done, move on to the next one, and so forth and so on. So they got great bells and whistles, you know, lots of artificial intelligence, whether it's AI, you know, masking AI, background AI, they'll remove the background for you. They have power line and spots and dust removal and all that. Click, 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 done. Pretty cool. And the best part of it all is it's economical. So it's only 80 bucks. And I have a link in the description below. So if you click below, you'll get a $10 discount if you buy it through our link. And what does that mean for us? $10 discount means we get some kickback. Yay, kickback! And then Dylan can make his millions of dollars, right?
$1 million.
Yeah, he likes that. Think about his future. So, other than that, how about, well, another thing about Luminar too is it's produced by Skylum, a company called Skylum, who's operating out of Ukraine, and everybody knows what's going on there. Boo Putin, boo Putin. So support them. They're doing some good stuff. They're putting out updates and everything all at the same time that the bombs are dropping here and there. And so, what else? How about subscribers? We like subscribers, right? Yeah, it can help support our channel and get us out there, get us exposed to the world. So how about you subscribe? All right? And how about on this side, you subscribe? And how about with Dylan's help, right? Fingers up, and subscribe. That was a poor effort, mister. And what else does YouTube like besides subscribers? They like the thumbs up, right? So we can show them the thumbs up, girls. It's his favorite part of the show. Thumbs up, do 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 do. Thumbs up, yeah. Okay. And who are we? You know, kind of wrapping up the show here. We are Modesty Photography. And we're here to talk about tips and tricks and little things about photo stuff, economical stuff, vintage stuff. This is almost a vintage camera by now, 2009. You know, talking about photo, anything we could do to you know, help share things like composition or the rule of thirds and the different lightings that are out there. I got all kinds of different videos on things. You can look back through our history.
10 million years in the making.
Other than that, and why should people come back for more? Because here at Modesty Photography and Camera Talk, you belong here. That's right. Where do they belong? What's the name of the show, mister? We are Camera Talk with Dr. Scott and Dylan. Woo, smile for the camera. So, oh, he's a little tired now. He just had his dinner. He's full. He's got food coma going on. Ready for a nap. Ready for a nap. So come on back next week. We do one of these every week. And we'll talk about something even better next week. So, thanks for dropping by. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for the thumbs up. And just thank you for being you. All right, ready to say bye-bye? All right. Bye-bye.
Here I am,